shield emitters on Endion must be disabled if we are to reactivate Cyros. The time to begin is now, Hierarch. Cyros, the vault of the purifiers. It is fortunate that Amon's brood has been unable to penetrate its stasis grid.
I now have access to Endion's records. The stasis grid is sealed by complicated locking mechanisms. They can only be destabilized by a certain device. The megalith. I'll begin recovering it now, so it may work on the locks.
It will need protection. These forests already crawl with Zerg abominations.
Then we shall clear them out.
If I may, Hierarch, this facility once developed powerful weapons for the Empire.
I have heard tale of the mighty Colossi, scaling cliffs, besieging enemies from afar. Let us see how they fare against the Zerg.
The Zerg are coming from that cave. If we fire on the rock formation, it will seal the opening.
Well done. The area is secure. Warp coordinates for our Nexus point are locked. Karax, activate the megalith.
Authorization in progress. The megalith should be ready shortly, Hierarch. We will monitor its status and alert you when it is online. The megalith systems will take a few moments to activate. It will be ready to move out soon. In the meantime, I've upgraded our robotics facilities to construct colossi. You can warp them in whenever you wish, Hierarch.
The hour is upon us. The hour is upon us. I am here in the shadow. I walk the shadowed path.
The megalith should be finishing up shortly. We should ensure that we have enough forces to defend it.
I should be unworthy. You must construct additional pylons.
The megalith is online. We must ensure it reaches the stasis locks safely.
The megalith has reached the first stasis lock. It will be safe below the surface as it does its work.
As you say. I'm detecting Zerg movement. Warriors, ensure none reach our nexus point. Must have energy. The canyon grows narrow ahead. Crawlers, they're rooting on the ridge. Brace for incoming fire.
The first power core has been secured. Warping it aboard now. The megalith is almost done with this lock. I would advise you to make preparations for its next move. Interesting. I believe this facility used power cores of incredible size to provide energy for experiments. They should be hidden somewhere within these hills. If our warriors can destroy them, we can claim the solarite components within. Sensors show the first stasis lock has been disabled. The megalith is relocating to the next one. Detecting a large number of Zerg bioforms in the cave network ahead.
We can use the terrain to our advantage. Topple the rock formations near the entrance and seal the Zerg within the caves. The megalith has arrived safely at the second stasis lock. It shall be brought down shortly. Thoughts.
A significant number of Zerg have been detected in the caves ahead. Exercise caution.
Conflict arises. There is an entire Zerg hive cluster between the megalith and the last stasis lock. Our only option is to fight through it.
Zerg abominations, you face the wrath of Phoenix.
The megalith's work is nearly complete. It will move again soon.
Seismic disturbance detected. Nidus worms are inbound on your location. Our pylon is under attack.
Both power cores have been obtained. I'll begin working on them immediately.
Our pylon is under attack. Our pylon is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Stasis lock disabled, and the grid is now at 60%. The megalith is en route to the third lock now.
Our pylon is under attack. Have engaged the enemy.
I am the heart of darkness.
Our pylon is under attack.
Blades meet the enemy. I seek the unworthy.
You must construct additional pylons.
The hour, the fires of conflict burn bright. We roar. Conflict arises. Well done, warriors. The megalith is disabling the third lock.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oblivion awaits.
pylon is under attack. Our pylon is under attack. Conflict arises. Oblivion awaits.
This lock is almost destabilized. The megalith will relocate shortly.
Our pylon is under attack.
Glory is at hand, brothers. Join me as I slay these foul creatures.
The third lock has been disabled, and the megalith is on the move. My readout shows Cybros beginning to awaken from stasis. Only 2 remain, Hierarch. Phase link authorized. The megalith is now disabling the 4th lock.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Our blades meet the enemy.
Lock destabilization is nearly finished. The megalith will disembark soon.
hunger for battle.
Lock is down and the megalith is traveling. Stasis grid at 20%. Wait, I'm detecting activity in the Zerg hive nearby. They're reinforcing the last lock.
For ire! I fear not death. For our strength is eternal. I fear no enemy. For the Kama is my strength.
Final lock is destabilizing, and the grid is down. We've done it! Cybros is free from stasis.
Recall our forces from Endion's surface. We take this battle to Cybros.
For ire!
The Spear of Adun has finished replicating the new combat mode. You can assign it to a faction now if you...
I fear not death.
We have received new robotic siege technology hierarchy. Please make your selection.
For our strength is eternal. I
The
fear
legendary
no
orbital
enemy.
vessels have been reconstructed due to our great need. They can be deployed at your discretion.
Feel your presence. For the Kama is my strength.
Why was Endion chosen as the world Cybros was to orbit?
For thousands of years, it has been a research retreat. Here, Protoss scholars secluded themselves from political affairs to focus on the task of devising technology that would benefit the Empire. The Psi Matrix was first conceived here. When it was decided that the purifiers would be shut down, they became a symbol of achievement, but also the dangers of it.
So they were brought to a research colony.
Where better than a place where our greatest scientists resided, constantly improving Cybros' stasis field.
And how many resided on the world below?
Hunger for battle.
800,000 Kalai. A contingent of Templar.
I only hope their deaths were swift.
The purifiers are dangerous. Perhaps you must learn this firsthand.
Your plan worked, Karax. The stasis grid is down. We must act now.
If we can bring Cybros online, the battle station should begin to defend itself.
And the purifiers?
They have lain dormant for millennia. They may still harbor anger towards us. If they turn on us, we will have to fight.
We failed them before, not understanding what it was we had birthed. These personalities may be replications, but they are alive.
After spending so much time with Phoenix, I share your belief.
I fear not. Cybros will not be able to resist the Zerg for long. We should move quickly if we hope to save the purifiers.
I require your honest counsel, Phoenix. Do you believe the purifiers will join us?
I do not know. I harbor no connection, resentment, or the actions of our forebears.
The Daylong is not the Conclave. We are united in purpose like never before.
And that is why the purifiers must be allowed to choose their fate for themselves. Without freedom, a people can be controlled, but never united.
This is true. And yet, the Firstborn have ill need of another enemy.
And I believe in you to not create one. Your actions determine the future for both the Templar and the purifiers. But now is the time to act, Hierarch.
You are right. The way forward may be difficult, but it is necessary. Thank you, my friend.
Hunger for battle. I assume your plan is to bind these robotic warriors to your will.
They will be allowed their freedom, much like Phoenix. Making slaves of them is what led to their revolt before.
Oh, this foolish idealism taxes my patience.
Idealism? They are the replications of our greatest champions. Was it so different when we gave your people freedom by breaking them away from Malash's grip?
For hire! Only to deliver them to mine. I could not allow my people to be guided by Amon's lies any further, but make no mistake. They are not free. Freedom is a delusion, granted to the weak by the strong.
You speak as Amon does. For the sake of your life, that will change.
And still the Phoenix machine as the new executor of the purifiers, and use them as the tools of destruction they were built to be. With the stasis grid down, the Zerg have begun infesting the surface of Cybros. We do not have long if we wish to save the purifiers. Your Templar are ready, Hierarch. Keep the word. Hunger for battle. stasis grid down, the Zerg have begun infesting the surface of Cybros. We do not have long if we wish to save the purifiers. Your Templar are ready, Hierarch. Give the word, and it shall be reclaimed.
For hire! I fear not death.
These Zerg are truly as tenacious as the archives claim. Their infestation already spreads across the surface.
And Amon's hybrid has begun fortifying the
I fear no enemy.
must hope for the aid of the purifiers to win this battle.
Indeed. According to the station schematics, Cybros' power architecture is divided into 4 distinct quadrants.
Kama is my
Each is sealed by 3 null circuits. Destroying all of the circuits in a quadrant should restore its power, activating at least some of the purifiers.
We will need to keep a watchful eye upon the core matrix. If the Zerg destroy it, Cybros follows as well.
We should try to locate the null circuits as soon as it is safe to do so, Hierarch.
Artanis, there are unpowered cannons placed near the core matrix. With enough fortification, this would be a defensible position.
I hunger for battle. For hire! I fear not death. For our strength is eternal. I fear no enemy. The Kama is my strength.
A Zerg force is preparing to move on the core matrix. Warriors, defend the core!
I hunger for battle.
and destroy the null circuits. The purifiers will attack the Zerg and slow their attacks upon the core.
I fear no enemy.
It is a good day, Sensei.
More field stable. You must construct additional pylons. For the Kama is my strength.
I detected a purifier awakening on its own. Wait, something is amiss. The AI has gone rogue.
Its Solarite memory lattice has grown irreversibly unstable. We should disable it. At least we can put its Solarite to use. There, a null circuit. Destroy it, and power should begin to flow again. Energy flow increasing exponentially. It's working. The purifiers are activating.
The battle begins.
I am Executor Kolakin. I address the leader of the Firstborn.
Executor Clolarian, your deeds are taught to all Templar, even to this day.
Cease your adulation. Why do you seek the Purifiers?
Brothers, you were created to protect the Empire, yet we did not treat you as you deserved. As true Templar, I implore you to forgive our ancestors' mistakes, to take up your ancient charge once more, and join us as equals.
We will see if you speak truth. You will aid us in purifying this alien threat. Only then shall we discuss this further. Sentinels! Advance upon the alien stronghold! Purify the invaders! I fear no enemy.
Karax, do what you must.
Understood, Phoenix. I will see the Solarite is recovered properly.
The Zerg broods are reacting to our battle plan. They have begun guarding the null circuits.
The Zerg hive here is heavily defended. We should reactivate the purifiers before we engage. We should attack this null circuit. Destroying it will help us awaken the purifiers.
The Zerg are attacking from the northeast. They're trying to break through our nexus point.
Null circuits destroyed. Station at half power.
Purifiers! Our home is under assault by alien forces. For hire! Move out and eliminate them. I fear not death. Our strength is eternal.
located here. The third quadrant is coming online now. Cybros is at 75% power.
I hunger for battle. Brothers, our time has come. Eliminate the alien bioforms with extreme prejudice. For hire. I fear not death. For our strength is eternal.
That's it! Seals are fully unlocked. Cybros is awakening. Hierarch, Cybros has reached full power, and the purifiers are cleansing the station of the Zerg.
Fight on, brothers. Slaughter them to the last.
Wait! I've been disconnected from Cybros' systems. The core is activating. It's going to fire!
Lauren, what are you...
Commencing purification.
Zerg biosigns disappearing. The surface of Endion has been cleansed of life.
It is over. Phoenix, contact the purifiers. I would speak to them. Executor Clolarian, you have awoken during the Firstborn's darkest hour. You have shown us that the purifiers are a mighty force that could turn the tide of this war. I ask you now to honor your sacred charge as Templar and fight beside your brethren as you did before.
You are no different than the Conclave. Once again, you try to control us.
No. I wish to make amends for our past failures. I have fought battles alongside one of you. Phoenix, the one you are linked with. The Conclave feared your kind, but they are no more. I know you are true Templar. I have seen it. I ask that we stand as one, or none of us shall stand at all.
I will counsel with the others.
They are deliberating.
If we are to follow, we would ask the entity Phoenix to speak for us. There is much about this time we do not yet understand. But as long as you hold to your word, Hierarch, the Purifiers shall join the Firstborn.
Hierarch, I have powered up a new ship subsystem. You can review it in the solar core now.
We have achieved an incredible feat, friend Phoenix.
Phoenix. I have been thinking more upon that name. It is the moniker of another. I do not believe I should use it any longer. I am not he.
Phoenix was the bravest warrior I have ever known. He faced terrible odds and emerged victorious. Slayed enemies the likes of which most cannot even comprehend. And yet, you have proven to be of equal bravery. He would have been honored that a warrior such as you bore his name. And so am I.
Your words honor me, Hierarch. But one day, I must find my own path and my own meaning.
I fear no enemy.
I have been analyzing the purifying bodies en masse. Their systems function more effectively when in proximity to each other. Outlying protocols can be offloaded to unoccupied cores.
What does any of that mean, Artanis?
Their data web was designed to replicate the sense of the Kala. They are connected to each other.
Interesting.
Yes, however, it is a synthetic representation. There is no emotional wave.
The engineers who built them could not imagine how they could ever be seen as Protoss without the light of the Kala. If only our ancestors could see us now.
I hunger for battle.
Welcome, Hierarch.
Rohana,
I can see it, Artanis. The truth Amon wishes to hide. While his brethren, the Zelnaga, slumbered through millennia, Amon and his followers descended upon Ire.
and he uplifted our people.
I fear not
They
death.
ruled over us as teachers, as gods.
He changed us, manipulated our essence. But we proved beyond his control. He and his followers fled to Zaris to create the Zone. The hybrid are the combination of his efforts.
I
False
fear no
Zelnaga,
enemy.
created in his image. We must.
Rohana, this is too dangerous. You cannot go on like this.
I must, Hierarch. It is my duty to
is my strength.
to bear it. I know now. This is my purpose. These purifiers have joined our army. For now.
I answer the call. It is a good day, Shunsai. Vengeance for the betrayed. Destruction. Are we finished wasting time? Or are there more pointless errands to attend to before we strike at Amon?
The Purifiers will be a useful addition to our forces. I would hardly call this an errand.
Yes, but as we already discussed, you chose to give them freedom, hoping that they will do as you command.
Do not presume to lecture me about my decisions, Tal'Darim.
But I so enjoy our exchanges. For hire! Why not bring the fight to Amon? Every moment we linger is a moment wasted. I fear not death. For our strength is eternal. I fear no enemy. Are we finished wasting time? Or are there more pointless errands to attend to before we strike at Amon?
The Purifiers will be a useful addition to our forces. I would hardly call this an errand.
For the common. Yes, but as we already discussed, you chose to give them freedom, hoping that they will do as you command.
Do not presume to lecture me about my decisions, Tal'Darim.
But I so enjoy our exchanges.
It brings me great joy that the Purifiers have chosen to join the Daylong. But Amon's armies are still a threat. Mobius Corps is overseeing Amon's hybrid production lab. I will not let this continue. We will go to Revanskar and destroy the station before Amon can create more of these abominations.
Hierarch, as ordered, my Dark Templar have tracked Mobius Corps to their base within the asteroid belt of Revanskar.
Well done. Karax, what do you know of their defenses?
The asteroid field is highly volatile and guards the base's outer rim. The Spear of Adun will not be able to pass. However, our carriers could strike at the heart of the facility.
We will set a course at once. Amon has taken away my armies. So shall I take away his. Ready our ships for assault.
For hire. Mobius Corps' vessels are not moving into attack position.
Something isn't right.
Our shielding has been punctured. I'm detecting Terran cloak signatures on the lower decks, heading toward the bridge.
Templar, to me! We will not let the Spear of Adun fall! Karax, we cannot let this assault interfere with our plan. Mobius Corps will not expect a counterattack. Though you are not a warrior, you know their defenses better than any other. I entrust this task to you, Facesmith. Lead our carriers against the facility, while my warriors hold here.
As you command, Hierarch.
our ship boarded. I need our best warriors here. I know you are not trained for battle, Smith, but with your tactical expertise, you can destroy this facility. Go now, with my full faith behind you.
Get out of here, this place is gonna crumble. Sure. They'll all be glad to.
Might have a chance. This platform has been locked by Mobius security protocols. They cannot be too difficult to decipher. If I gain access, I should be able to move the platform to areas with additional minerals. Well, at least there's enough resources here to get started.
Finish this. The end hath come. The Death Fleet descends. The Death Fleet descends. The Death Fleet descends. You must control it. Descends.
Construct additional pylons.
The battle begins. The shadow
Has arrived.
It is a good day to die.
You must construct additional pylons.
The skies beckon.
You must construct additional pylons.
The battle begins.
Engaging the enemy. Carrier has arrived.
beckon. The sky is my
It is done. I have access to the controls. The platform is operational. These navigational controls in the upper right of the command dispatch will allow me to move it toward additional resources. The enemy will not be far, though. I should send some ships to scout ahead before we relocate.
Only destruction awaits.
Carax, we are having difficulty repelling the hybrid on the Spear of Adum. Have you located their stasis chambers?
My scans show 2 chambers nearby. They appear to run on solarite. We could use it more than ever. Some experiments should never be done.
Mineral field depleted.
Let us attack. Joker.
Mineral field depleted.
I thought you'd see my way. The battle begins.
Power core is destroyed. Mobius core energy reserves dropping to 66%.
Excellent work, Face. Press on.
Thoradas.
Release the interceptors.
Eyes to the horizon. The battle begins.
I am detecting several banshees approaching our nexus.
Amon has awoken. We sleep no more.
Swift. Batul Thoradas. Joker. The battle begins. The battle begins.
Oblivion.
I shall be swift.
Finish this.
The hybrid chambers are gone, and their solarite is ours. That went better than I'd hoped.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Batul Thoradas. I shall be swift. Eyes to the horizon. The sky is my battlefield.
Time is now. Justice is served. Carrier has arrived.
The battle begins.
The platform's power grid is nearly offline, Hierarch. There is only one more core.
Well done, Carax. The attacks on the ship have slowed.
Justice is served.
additional pylons. You must construct additional pylons.
The Death Fleet descends. Betray Karaz, speak your command.
Let us attack.
Carrier has arrived.
I shall be swift. The battle begins.
Face the interceptors. Betrayal is death.
Karax, Mobius Corps battle cruisers are warping away from the Spear of Adun.
Yes, I believe I have found them. It is no matter. We will not be deterred. The final power core has been destroyed. We must strike now. Hierarch, is the Spear of Adun secure?
Yes, we repelled the invaders before they could reach the solar core. Our weapon systems are yours to command.
It was my honor to serve. Fire!
Finish this. The end has come.
Amon's hybrid facility lies in ruin. His hybrid armies shattered. For the briefest of moments, we lingered on the cusp of ruin. We endured because of the actions of one brave Templar. In the midst of darkness, I have seen a light. I have seen defiant hope. Karax of the Kalai, you were born a craftsman from a caste of engineers. But now, you stand as a warrior. Today, it is clear that the age of castes has come to its end. Today, we must all become Templar.
Face the interceptors. To victory. You wound me, Artanis. You strive to maintain this flawed existence, but you will not stop me.
Amon, I have destroyed your Terran army, eradicated your hybrid facility, and turned your servants to my side. All that is left is your destruction.
Impudence back. You are insignificant in the face of the salvation I bring. You will come to Ire and die.
He is gone. He is arrogant. Just as he would look into me, so I have looked into him. His form is almost complete, and now he waits for us to return. He plans to bring the Great Fleet down upon us. There is a way around this. We have to eliminate the sacred psi matrix that powers Ire, or we are all doomed.
If he intends to use the Golden Armada to stop us from destroying his body, then you are right. Destroying the Psi Matrix is essential. It seems this connection of yours has proved worthwhile. But it is time to free yourself from Amon. Sever yourself from the Kala.
I would relinquish all that I know.
It is the only way. Unshackle yourself from the past, Rohana, and step into this new age.
For the day long.
It is time for retribution. We will set a course for ire.
Engaging the enemy.
A new faction has joined our forces in the War Council.
The Golden Armada.
Rohana, before you freed yourself from the Kala's grip, did you see anything else?
Yes, I saw Amon's end. As the Firstborn created the Kala, the Xel'Naga were disturbed from their slumber. They felt an absence within the void itself. They discovered Amon and his followers at Xeris, and a war among the gods erupted. Amon unleashed the Swarm.
And the Swarm consumed the Xel'Naga.
Only a fraction remained within Ulnar. In the final confrontation, Amon was felled, but he was not defeated. He returned to the void, twisting it with his hatred. His servant, Narud, machinated for eons, seeking a body to sustain his master.
The hybrid.
A stepping stone towards the host body he now forges upon ire. His plan is almost complete.
We are still here, Rohana, and he can be defeated again.
Capital ships have docked within the Spear of Adun. They await your preference.
Carrier has arrived.
The Tal'Darim Wrathwalker robotics are now online, Hierarch.
Hierarch, the Purifiers are impressed with your leadership. They clamor to strike at the heart of Amon.
Friend Phoenix, they are impressed equally with yours.
Yes, they have chosen to follow my command. Leadership is new for me, as is everything else.
I had not intended to become Hierarch. I questioned the decision. There had to be someone more worthy. Do not fall into the same mental traps I did, my friend. The Purifiers follow you for a reason, as the Daylom now follow me. Self-doubt will only cloud your decision-making.
You speak truth, Hierarch. You speak as a leader.
The deeds of a Templar suit you, Karax.
For the entirety of my life, I have given myself to the art of creation. My war has been one of design, a battle against obstacles that hinder optimization. I am a faithsmith, and will always be my first calling. But as times change, those who were not born true Templar can become so through their deeds.
Then ready yourself, Templar. You will be needed.
Such hubris. To think that they could control what they did not understand. Oh, it's always hubris with the Terrans. Get too close to a black hole, and it will crush you.
We once thought the same of the Tal'Darim, Alarak. We believed you mindless and obedient slaves.
And we thought you were weak, impure, and unworthy. And yet now we stand together.
Perhaps we acted too rashly with Mobius Core. There may have been a different way.
Oh, Templar, is there ever a moment when your people do not doubt themselves? No, Artanis. Extermination was the only course. The hybrid leave nothing to save.
So many lost. So much destruction. But there is a glimmer of hope. We will destroy Amon's host body and cast him from the Kala. The Templar shall make our final stand for ire. Brothers, sisters, the time has come for our attack.
Oh, well, this is truly a miracle.
Rohana has used her connection to the Kala to reveal Amon's plan. He forges a hybrid body to indwell, and exists within it and the Kala. But he remains vulnerable until this form is complete. He must call upon the Golden Armada for defense.
There is still a way to prevent them from warping to Ire, by dismantling the Warp Network's power structures.
That would grant us the time we need to destroy Amon's hybrid form. Clever.
Once he only has the Templar to inhabit, we unleash the Keystone, removing Amon from the Kala.
It will not contain him for long.
No, but long enough for our people to sever their connection to the Kala and thrust him back into the void.
His optimism is dangerous. We could destroy them all from orbit, and not waste such time.
How dare you suggest the destruction of our people?
I will not accept that, Alarak. What we face is a true horror, but we must endure it. Ready yourselves. The final confrontation is upon us, and we will meet it head-on.
Your people are lost, Artanis. I know you desire to save them, but it will not be done. Our focus should be on Amon's destruction alone.
By destroying Amon's body, then liberating my people from the Kala, he will be thrust back into the void. It is a victory we can achieve.
It is a folly, and a risk we do not need to incur. We should eradicate the Protoss, burn the entire world, and all on it.
No, Alarak. If we may save my people, it will be done. Do not defy me on this.
Of course, I only counsel wisdom. If you do not wish to hear it, I will say no more. All this time wasted on altruism. If you were Tal'Darim, your actions would have led to your downfall long ago.
Ah, Hierarch. It is good to see you. Ire. Some of my people are seeing it for the first time. They were born on Shakuras and have only heard tales of our homeland.
They will see much more of it, now that the power of the Keystone is within our grasp. Zeratul spoke truly. It has ushered us unto hope.
Yes, though not as we initially suspected.
Still, his tireless devotion brought us this chance. I will forever honor him for that.
As shall I. Rohana, could you review this tactical layout? I want to be sure I'm seeing all the angles.
It would be my pleasure, Matriarch. The psionic matrix was first sparked 3,000 years ago. It is strange. Such a joyous event, and I only know of it from what has been recorded in history. I do not feel the memory. I cannot tell you of the joy that Protoss felt as the first pulse charged the Psi Matrix, or the rush of thoughts that cascaded through the Kala and the minds of the proud Kalai.
And yet, we know all that we need to about these times, Rohana.
Yes. You must understand, though, to have so little of experience to recall it, my account is capable of flaws, of imperfection.
Perhaps this is how our histories should be viewed after all, without certainty, only seen through the era one lives in.
How does it feel, Rohana? Being free of the Kala?
Like the world has been dulled, and yet has somehow become more real, more immediate. I feel as if I am a child again.
It is like that at first for each of us. The path set before you is hard, Rohana, but you will find your footing again.
keystone is reacting to void energies on the surface of Ire. But this scale... it can only be...
Amon, how long until the keystone is ready?
I do not know. It has only been used like this once before. The keystone shows clear evidence of tampering, likely by this Narud creature mentioned in the Terran engineer Swan's report. It was adapted to drain the void energies within Kerrigan and store them until they could be redistributed to revive Amon. The foundation is there, but it was never intended to house the full energies of a Xalnaga.
You will find a way, Karax. If there is one thing I have learned, you will not rest until you have found your result. I have faith in that.
Thank you, Hierarch. But this will prove difficult. The keystone was intended to be a vessel, not a prison. For the most advanced technology the Kalai ever created, you make a large number of computational errors.
And you complain a great deal for a Kalai.
The keystone is resonating once more. The void energies on Ire nearly match those of Ulnar. Whatever Amon is doing below is on a colossal scale. What has happened to you?
I have such tangible memories of Ire. I can still feel the warm breezes of Aldera, its hot sunlight filling my every pore.
The Praetor Council took me to Aldera as a youngling too. It is there where I ignited my first Psyblade.
Phoenix as well. It was the proudest moment of his life. He felt such purpose, such surety of his existence. I look forward to seeing this place he so loved for the first time.
Those memories you hold, they are of another place. That world is no more.
Then we shall build a better one on top of it.
These readouts cannot be right. Or at least, I hope they are not.
Your people are lost, Artanis. I know you desire to save them, but it will not be done. Our focus should be on Amon's destruction alone.
By destroying Amon's body, then liberating my people from the Kala, he will be thrust back into the void. It is a victory we can achieve.
It is a folly and a risk we do not need to incur. We should eradicate the Protoss, burn the entire world, and all on it.
No, Alarak. If we may save my people, it will be done. Do not defy me on this.
Of course, I only counsel wisdom. If you do not wish to hear it, I will say no more. The Spear of a Doom, such wasted potential. Your people focused all their effort on surviving some unknown apocalypse, when they could have been the apocalypse.
Fight for my dad! Fight for my dad!
The Void will answer.
My mind is my own. Fallen Volcadaros.